Hey guys. Ooh, lips are chapped. It bugs me so much when my lips are dry in these videos. I'm really trying not to let that happen anymore. So, I wanted to make an announcement because I created this channel not necessarily to give fitness advice because I'm not a professional. I'm just sharing my experience. I wanted to talk about what I'm going to be doing to solve a problem that I've noticed, like sort of a gap in my fitness regime. So I've noticed that I do not put enough emphasis on core exercises. I tend to kind of just ignore my core. As you've seen in some of my workouts, I do crunches with a 25-pound weight, and I really enjoy that. I do crunches and sometimes Russian twists with that weight, but I don't do it often. And that is the end of my workout and not the main focus. And I often forget to engage my core. And I just want core workouts to be a priority for me because my priority right now is arms. I'm trying to get rid of this. I'm sure it's kind of distracting in these videos, but it's so hot here. I have to wear tank tops. Trying to get rid of this, this like pudge here. So I do focus on arm workouts and also working on my legs. I would love for my inner thighs to not rub together and destroy my jeans anymore. That would be great if I could just, fix that problem. But I also want to make sure to focus on my core because, middle fat that is surrounding your intestines is actually more harmful. So this is all these other issues that I've been focusing on are cosmetic, but my core, not only would I be creating a healthier body for myself, but I would also potentially be helping to solve my back pain, which I have. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been sitting on the ground against my bed a lot lately, and sitting this way actually makes my back feel better. It forces me to correct my posture. I have to sit up straight because I have something behind my back, and it makes me feel a lot better. And so what I'm going to try to do is not only incorporate more stretches that are good for your back into my workout, but I also want to challenge myself to do more core workouts and engage my core and really focus on it and treat it like a muscle group that needs to be served, like every other muscle group that I work out consistently every day. Like I need to focus on this, especially with the quarantines and the gym closures. When I'm working out at home, I rarely do core workouts. It's basically when I'm in the gym that I do the mat workouts. So I'm challenging myself to do 100 crunches a day. And now I know that sounds unrealistic and for a long period of time, and the goal is not to do this forever. I'm not starting this now so that I can do this forever. I'm starting this now so that I can set a routine, basically. They say it takes 2 weeks to set a routine. Well, with me, I can stop at 2 weeks and never do it again. So I want to really, drill this into my mind that this is something important. This is something you need to focus on. This is something that will benefit your health as well. So I'm going to be doing 100 crunches a day. And by the end of this, what I hope I'll take away from that is that I need to focus on my core as well. My core is important and I need to exercise it. So I am going to do a before photo, but again, I just want to specify that this is not for the sake of vanity. It's not for the sake of getting an end result. It's more so for me to cement a good habit into my workouts. I just want to, really stick with core workouts, and I want them to be a priority. So I'm going to be doing my first day of 100 crunches now. I'm also going to be doing some exercises with my band. I believe I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to do the crunches first and just kind of see how it goes. I'm going to just give my body some grace right now. If it feels like too much, then I'm not going to do anything else after that. So we'll just kind of see. That was, I don't want to say that it was easier than I thought it was going to be because you can probably see that I was struggling a little bit. Excuse me. It was still difficult. But it was a little bit easier than I thought it was going to be. And having done that, I feel like I am now more excited about tackling this challenge than I was before. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to say I was dreading it, but I was, thinking, man, this is gonna be a lot. Now keep in mind, having done it now, I don't have any muscle soreness. So tomorrow, it's probably gonna be much harder than it was today, and so on and so forth, probably for the first week at least. But again, I'm really wanting to prioritize working out my core, and I'm gonna do an update probably halfway through on whether or not this has helped my back pain, because I'm really interested to see if that will help, because I know having a weak core and also weak back muscles can cause your back pain. So I really am curious to see if that is one of the causes. Anyway, I do feel well enough to go into the rest of my exercises, so I'm gonna do that now with my resistance band, which is right there. I actually really enjoyed that. I think I've only been at it for about 25 to 30 minutes maybe. To go back and check at the footage, it's probably more like 35 minutes. But boy, am I feeling it. My heart is racing. Sorry, my hair looks crazy, but it basically always does, so. Make it official. Dry erase board. Okay, so here's an interesting update. It's only been one day since I started doing this challenge, and it's the time of the month where I'm kind of bloated, but I've noticed that like the crunches have helped some of my bloating go down. I'm not as bloated as I was yesterday before I started the challenge. Let me show you. Pretty neat, right? I mean, again, it's not so much for looks, but I just think it's kind of reassuring to see that, to see some change in such a short period of time, even if it was literally just me releasing gas and bloating by, forcing it down. It's still, I don't know, it's still reassuring. It still makes me feel like I've made a good decision in starting this challenge. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to join me in this challenge, then by all means, feel free to do it. I don't want this to be something that becomes one of those unrealistic challenges that people feel like they have to do every day. Again, this is just something that I know works for me. I know that when I need to really drill something into my mind, I have to be slightly extreme with it to get myself to remember, because they say that we now have like 3-second memories. And they're talking about social media wise. Well, I kind of am that way sometimes when it comes to routines that I set for myself. I'll write them down, I'll get all excited about them. They say if you write it down, you'll remember. I'll set an alarm for the next day, and then I'll wake up and I'm like, what was I gonna do? And then by the time I remember, it's usually several hours later, and then I'm just at a point where maybe I'm not as motivated to do it as I was, the day before. So I want to force myself to remember, like, I can't forget to do something that I've been doing consistently for 30 days, right? And if I can forget to engage my core after doing core workouts every day for a month, then I'm gonna go talk to somebody about that, because that sounds like a problem that needs to be addressed by a professional. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you want to join me, feel free to do that. I'm probably going to be posting updates on Instagram about how I'm feeling, because I know I'm going to have some sore muscles. When I first started doing my my gym workouts with the 25-pound weight, my core was screaming. It was very painful. I had cramps. Not cramps, but I guess muscle soreness. It feels like cramps. But I'm really excited, really nervous, but really excited. I'm going to start today. I may or may not include the footage here. It's really hard for me to find a space to do workouts on the ground because I'm a tall person. So a lot of times I'm out of, like, half of me is out of the shot. So I'll try, but if not, then just know that I'm doing it. And I'll do before and after. So you'll see, you'll know. I'm consistent. I have a little bit of a speech impediment. It's hard for me to say consistently. It's hard for me to enunciate that. I kind of just slur it all into, kind of like a mono, just consistency. It's going to be hard for me to forget to do something that I have done consistently for 30 days.